Hello and welcome everyone. First of all, I would like to thank IQPC to give me this opportunity to talk about this topic to speak on improving analytics ROI through strong data foundation and operating model. My name is Richa Agarwal and I'm associated with Maersk right now, where which is the largest shipping company in the world, and I'm responsible primarily to lead the digital transformation piece where uh, I'm working on multiple solution, which is into machine learning and advanced analytics, and creating solution that would generate ROI for the company. I have given a small brief of my experience so far and what I have been doing in various spaces. I have worked across industries from BFSI, CPG, supply chain, and logistics, and delivered multiple solutions in digital transformation space. So coming back to the topic, so have you noticed that some successful companies suddenly disappear after decades of market dominance? We remember there was a rental video rental company Blockbuster, but that no longer exists. We have Netflix today. Similarly, we have Apple instead of BlackBerry or Nokia. Even where you do shopping, that brick and mortar shopping model has been completely transformed and disrupted by Amazon. So what is the reason for this unexpected demise of companies? Is it a lack of product innovation or inefficient processes? But I believe the answer lies in mostly at a strategic level, in their outdated business model. That is the strategy of how to target which group of customers with which products while making money. Business model are subject to evolve. So there are they it reflect a combination of technical possibilities and socio political expectation of the respective period. So today we are standing with a huge amount of data, and we now want to utilize that gigabytes and terabytes of data and create a business model which is more customer centric and hence a data driven business model. With this mindset and with this vision in mind, we developed something called digital transformation. It includes multiple things. It includes enabling cost saving, it includes eliminating your manual tasks and processes, introduce new technologies, changing company culture, drive efficiency, and improve user experience. Some of it are core to digital transformation like technology, new technologies, and some are the benefit of digital transformation like driving efficiencies, reducing cost. So what is digital transformation? So there is digital transformation uh, varies across companies and across domains, and it's not easy to pinpoint one definition, but generally what we say, it's an integration of digital technology into all areas of business, resulting in fundamental changes to how business operate and how they deliver value to customers. Beyond that, it's a cultural change that requires organization to continually challenge the status quo, experiment often, and get comfortable with failures. Digital transformation has become an urgent priority for businesses in 2020 and years to come. But while many are adopting digital tools as a result of pandemic, some were already testing it, failed. Still, there's a lot of cost still going towards implementing digital transformation somehow. Now, when we talk about failures, and we know that almost 70% of digital transformation initiatives do not reach their goal, why do some digital transformation efforts succeed and others fail? Fundamentally, it's because most digital technologies provide possibilities for efficiency gains and customer intimacy. But if people lack the right mindset to change and the current organizational practices are flawed, digital transformation will simply magnify those flaws. So, most of the organization who have taken that journey either have focused more on technology and forgot the people behind that, or they have focused more on customer intimacy and left other things behind. So, as I said, it is not just technology, but it is an integration of technology into all areas of business. So, how should an organization think beyond the strategy and get to transformative execution and outcomes? Hence, it is very important to develop an approach or a roadmap that can span this divide between strategy and execution, so that once the transformation objectives have been selected, there's a clear path. So I present 6 steps. Now these are, I would rather not call these steps but enablers. You have to decide based on your goals, visions that you decide at a strategic level how much you have to invest more. But it is absolutely important that we are playing with all these levers, leaving depending on the priorities. You may decide where to put more effort and where less, but you still need to keep take all these along. So if we talk about strategy, so leaders who aim to enhance organizational performance through the use of digital technologies often have a specific tool in mind. For example, you'll talk people leaders talking a lot about machine learning and AI, but digital transformation is not just that. It is guided by the broader business strategy. So generally, it is mapped to either enhancing the digital customer and end user experience so that it improved revenue, productivity, and retention, or transforming business processes to reduce cost or improve productivity, integrate supply chain partners, or provide a differentiate offerings. The other aspect could be, which is again a broader business strategy, optimizing infrastructure and operation to improve flexibility and cost effectiveness, simplifying service management to reduce complexity, and also deriving insights from analytics to make better decisions, improve efficiencies, and gain competitive advantage. So these are broad buckets where mostly your guided strategy needs to be established before you start on a digital journey. So every organization will have a slightly different set of transformational objective with different priorities, but this is a vital first step for organizational alignment. Technology, very, very important. Without technology, you cannot even think about a digital transformation. But that's not everything, is what my focus is. It's not everything. So, we have to be fully aware and leverage the technology enablers in the market. Architecturally, these foundational technology enablers can be utilized to assemble a highly distributed platform ecosystem, and we'll talk about platform model later in the slide, of on-demand services. Now, based on your perspective, you will select powerful combination of these technologies to achieve the business outcomes. The next step for IT is to consider the how as well as the what. It's no longer sufficient to have an innovative set of products or services. You have to be a master of how you design, develop, deploy, manage, and continually evolve your digital services, which is the how I was talking about as well. After you align this technology with your what as well as how, we will talk about operations. So, in operation, we have to discover the critical components required for your strategy, areas where you will need to develop new functionalities, and the integration necessary to bring it all together. This evaluation will help you find out what specific technology needs to be updated, what process should be optimized or automated, and what digital tools you should change. As a result, you will prioritize the effort and investment in your digital transformation strategy in the best possible way. I've seen organizations spending money in buying all sort of technology tools, but evaluation of what you need with your priorities is very, very important. Organization and culture. One thing which most of the organization forget to look for. People are the most critical part of the six key enablers. Without the right talent or without focusing on your employees, organization will struggle. So digital transformation is a big change for people and the way they work. Hence, it is really important people must get behind change in order to realize it. You cannot really force it, and if you do, the results are short term at best. One thing organization lack is communication. Communicate your expectation to your employees. Develop a strategy to encourage change and deal with the pushback at the same time. Provide the necessary tools and environment for employees to embrace and succeed in this change. You have to understand talent is still critical. Even with automation, even with advancement, taking away some of their work, still it will be people who would push your digital transformation efforts forward. Similarly, digital transformation cannot survive without the right business culture. By creating an open space where employee and customer experience reign supreme, where people matter most, change is planned for, and innovation takes center stage, you will then lead your organization into a culture that simply transform on its own. Customer, one of the most important factor, and I would always say that customer centricity is very important. So at the end of the day, the customer should be benefit by your steps of digital transformation. If your customer is not benefit, you are surely going to fail. That's why it is fruitful to devise it as a customer centric instrument. So nowadays, with so much data around, it is not understanding a customer pain point is not a huge task. With advanced analytics and data mining tools, it is easy to understand what are the various pain points. Your business must understand the customer journey, behaviors, and expectation before investing in technologies. These expectations should be the basis of any investment. Instead of asking their customers to change to fit new processes, perhaps losing them altogether in the process, the only way to do is to focus first on the customer experience. And that is why you have examples of various companies like Starbucks, Apple, Disney, who are icons in their respective industries, only because they keep customer at the core. Skills and capabilities. The need to master new capabilities in finding digital talent, encouraging flexible and rapid decision making, and strengthening external source of capabilities urgent and intensifying. So we were talking about blockbuster. So among the most prominent cases are companies that successfully disrupted entire industry, like Google in advertising today. Their organization not only started from a good business plan and technology platform, but also acquired the best people available to help them realize their vision. Also, before recruiting talent with new capabilities, companies should fully assess their current employees, their internal capabilities. In some cases, current employees may possess valuable digital knowledge that could be deployed in new ways. So, deciding to hire people with digital skills is just the starting point. In transitioning to a new people strategy, organization must recognize the need to change their value proposition for employees. For example, a simple example of a manufacturing company. When a manufacturing firm is hiring a software developers, they're looking for a developer. Software developers are not looking for the same employment environment and culture as a traditional factory workers or accountants for that matter. So it is highly important that you recognize the need for change in the way you propose the employees, the value proposition for employees. So, in a nutshell, when we are taking that journey of digital transformation, we have to first define a business strategy. What is my overall focus of the business? Then, accordingly, we have to redefine our business model. How will I configure business to enable overall business strategy? And to take that business model, we have to align an operating model with the capabilities that we have. So, what are the capabilities needed in to execute business model? And then you create digital playbooks. So either you call it playbooks or you can call your priorities or various use cases, anything. We'll call it digital playbook for now. Once you decide that, okay, what all digital playbooks you have, we have to go on prioritizing based on the strategy. So for a digital roadmap and agile acceleration, there are three processes that we have to undergo. One is ideation stage. It is the time when you are making the strategy and you are trying to understand broader business changes that needs to be considered for digital transformation. So hence a full list of digital playbooks needs to be prepared. Once you are having that full list of digital playbooks, you have to look at prioritizing it. Now, two areas with which you can prioritize it is the ease of implementation and the value. I always say that something that require 2 years of development and then a value which is not worth spending 2 years of development, it should not be the priority. Similarly, something that can be developed quickly but very difficult to implement with a higher value, again, it should not be at the priority list. So it is very important that you identify the two metrics and then prioritize. Then you cluster it. That means you group playbook to boost result. We talked about a platform based business model. So now we are focusing, we started with a generic digital transformation, and now we are getting into specific how you can use a business model. So here I'm talking about a platform based business model. A platform based business model is nothing but that connects multiple participant, producer and consumer, and facilitate the creation or exchange of value. So if your business model is highly dependent on partners to deliver, then it will be more important to focus on having a mature platform based infrastructure to facilitate an open ecosystem. So as an example of MERS, it is continuously looking at how the company can effectively connect and simplify customer supply chain as the global integrator of container logistics. So leveraging the power of technology is essential to deliver the connected experience and products that customers need. To this end, digital platforms are the key to unlocking a real acceleration in Maersk's ability to launch new products, grow our business and create a market leading customer experience. Platforms are the glue that connect business applications, processes, and their underlying systems from cross different parties to create a network effect that everyone benefits from. Keeping platform based business model in mind, we have to realign our operating model so that we are able to deliver outcome to the customer with greater agility and speed. We have to decide on an organization that fits the purpose. Purpose is the broader strategy that you have decided what we talked about earlier. Then we focus on deliver on the digital enablement. What are the technologies that we need, tools that we need to deliver the purpose that we are we have set for us. Third is to combine the right people with the right skill and the right tool. Keeping it simple, our aim from an operating model is to improve engagement and collaboration across team with clear ownership and accountability for platform delivery, outcomes and value realization. For example, engineers will come to the fore working at the center of product development with product owners to ensure capabilities are designed and solution developed in partnership from the outset. Teams will experience greater accountability for decisions and results, have fewer meetings and less layer of people to navigate to get approvals, which will improve the speed at which they can work and deliver the outcomes prioritized in various playbooks. So, to effectively utilize the six V's of data volume, variety, velocity, veracity, value, and variability we need an operating model and hence a management process which is also able to deliver outcome at the same pace. With words like squads, tribes, and guilds, you would be forgiven for thinking this was about Game of Thrones, but not quite. In fact, these are terms used in describing a new style of management process that is popping up in business, which is nothing but agile. Squads, a concept inspired by Spotify, engineering culture, are small, flexible team that are responsible for the end-to-end delivery of each product. So each squad has no more than 8 members, is cross-functional, plans together, and sit together. While squad is just a name for the way we organize our team, in practice it offers many advantages. Each squad work in a collaborative, transparent environment and uses the strength of each team member to get the highest quality product to market in the least amount of time. When combined, multiple squads make up a tribe. A tribe is considered a collection of squads within the same business area. Now, as I said, it gives multiple advantages. The biggest one is collaboration. Because they are self-managed, cross-functional team, having chapter present with end-to-end responsibility for delivering outcomes, it becomes very easy to quickly get what they want to deliver. Coming back to how you measure it. So because they already have OKR present, so they know the outcome and their key results. And they know the squad want what squad want to achieve by when and how they will measure the achievement. So what they do, they operate by breaking down OKRs into tasks. We call it sprint, prioritize them, and deliver. Generally, a sprint consists of 1 or 2 week cycle, which is also called iteration or sprints. And the idea is that after each sprint, something is delivered. Normally, the daily routine are that these squad plan a daily stand-up, reviews, understand previous day learning, and remove any roadblocks. Now, with this whole operating model, the best thing is that your business stakeholder and the technology team work in collaboration because they can work together in a cross functional environment. In a nutshell, what we have learned, what we have s- so far gathered, that when first we have to make our strategic choices and set our organizational goals accordingly. Then, with a strong data foundation, that means when we talk about data foundation, it is nothing but culture, way of working, skills, technology, and data. It is the same thing that from where we started, we talked about the six key enablers. It is nothing but the same data foundation. So we are able to effectively activate the organizational data and decisions, which translate into use cases. Nothing but playbooks. We talked about playbooks. So we activate each playbooks to create value using organization data. And if all these are connected together, working in a collaborative way, you have a strong data foundation and a perfect operating model which will be able to generate a good ROI on your digital transformation initiative. That's all for from me. Thank you. You can reach out to me on the mail IDs provided or the phone number given to you. I would love to hear any question that you have or any query, or if you want to understand something in detail, I would always love to hear from you. Thank you.